Okay, this screencast is going to recap how we create a chart. Now the first thing to remember is it'll probably take you 30 seconds to create the chart in Excel, but then 5-10 minutes to actually make it a decent chart that you can actually print and submit. So it needs time. So the first thing is highlight the information that you think needs to be in a chart. Now this is the one that we did in lesson where we got lots of different sales staff and how many they actually sold each month. All I want is a chart showing how many they sold in January and February. So I'm going to highlight the January and February data and then insert my chart. And there I have it. And then the first thing to do is click on your chart and under the design tab, move chart to new sheet and rename your sheet, whatever the chart's about, and then it makes it easier to work with. And then under the layout tab, you're going to start here where it says chart title and move across, and if you do all of those you should make your chart look good. So the first thing is chart title. Doesn't matter where it is, that's your preference for the design, but once you start typing, so it's going to be sales data for January and February. So make it clear what your chart's all about. Don't make it a sentence, make it nice and brief. So that's the chart title. Then the axes are these here, because at the moment A Brown, it could be a customer's name, a staff member, I don't know, and 5, 10, 15 could be how much money we've made or how many sales we've made. You've got to put labels on them. So I'm going to put a vertical chart label, which is this one here. So again, you can mess around and pick whichever one you prefer. I'm going to pick the rotated one just so it doesn't use as much space, and this is going to be number of sales. And then again, just press enter, and there we have it. And then I'm going to have a horizontal one, and this is going to be name of salesperson. Then the next thing is your legend, which is this. We need that in this case because otherwise I wouldn't know which month's which is now it's saying January is blue and February is red. So I'll keep the legend on, but you can see I could change the location of it if I wanted. The next one, which is really useful, is the data labels, because for example A Brown, how many did they sell in January? Is it 27, 28? You can't tell. So put your data labels on, and I think they're always better on the inside end, right towards the top where you're going to be actually reading the amount. And that's it. That's your table, that's your chart rather. Now then what you could do is if I click on one of the blues, it highlights them all, and then I can double click and I can change my colour. So if I right click, I can actually change the data. So if I format it, I can fill it to a different colour. So I might want to fill it to be yellow. Yeah. But if you look, if I click them all together, it would actually highlight them all and change them all at the same time. So making your chart better, that's where your time's going to be spent before you actually print it off. Alternatively, let's say I've created a chart and it just highlighted the data. Then I could get rid of the legend and just let my labels do the talking, or I could put a text box in. If you've highlighted the wrong information or you've not quite highlighted enough when you were creating your table, don't forget that rather than start again, just click on the select data and then you can re-drag and highlight the information that you should have created in your chart. There's no reason why you should need to delete your chart and start brand new again. And don't forget, if you can't find what you're looking for, it's just that you're on the wrong tab. So the design tab is the one that you use to move your chart to its own page where it'll look nicer and you can grasp what it's going to look like before you print it. You can change the data as well that you originally highlighted. Everything else is in the layout tab, including your charts, your title, your axes, labels, the colours, and your background colour as well. You can change all of those. Your background colour, by the way, you can change in all of these. Okay?